I'm back. I think that I've got this possibly figured out, and it is the stupidest of stupid things ever. Um, so let me just show my code here. I don't think that there's going to be any secrets anymore. I think I've got that all cleared out, but I made a few changes here. First of which is that I discovered there's a form URL encoded content, which takes a dictionary, which makes this much easier to lay out. So the other thing is that I was looking very closely at these, like letter per letter, and I noticed that I had client secret, the S was capitalized. And then like I fixed that and then it said the grant type was wrong, and then I looked and the T was capitalized in grant type. So very case sensitive on this. My bad. I probably did a copy pasta fail or tried to type it out myself. And that's what it is. So what I've done is I've fixed this. So I'm about to deploy it and then run the test code and see if that actually works. Um, please work this time. Or at least give me a new error. That's what I want. Like, I either want this to work or to give me a new error because I'm sick of working on this particular one. Although I feel like I'm going to be just bashing my head against the wall over and over again on this. Uh, so for any, the real takeaway here is that I've worked with a bunch of APIs and many of them are not case sensitive, but Twitch has proven time and time again it is very case sensitive. You have to use the bearer with a capital B to work with it. Almost every other OAuth API I've used allows lowercase bearer, and the fact that they return as the type from their OAuth token bearer with lowercase um, is problematic. Like if they're going to require the uppercase B in bearer, then they should return the type in the function with a capital B as well. That way I can just plop that into the thing. So going back down into this code down here, we're going to run this, and I get a 500, and I'm going to hope that that's a new error. It is. It is a brand new error. So, uh, finally. Um, so we see here that it went into Twitch subscription registration. That's good. Get current subscriptions. It went into get Twitch webhook subscription. Um, the request URI that it's going to be using that, but before that it goes into get OAuth response begin. That's successful. We get an OAuth response, reason phrase okay, get OAuth response ended. Uh, we get a success, true, okay response from getting a current uh, subscription. So that passed. It came back in here. It's now doing add Twitch, which is wrong. Like it should not be adding me here. And uh, I think we're gonna see some problems with this. So create requested subdictionary object reference not set to an instance of an object. So don't know where in the code that happened, but that's where it failed. So I have something, I'm pretty sure that has to do with my new additions to this, but what's uh, kind of concerning to me is that it had this add Twitch um, it's adding these. It's adding pretty much all of these, and it should not. Um, so that means that the response dictionary is wrong somehow. Um, let me just double check my code on that. So subscription registration. So we get down to um, create current subscription dictionary. So it's adding that. Okay, so that's where that's adding that. That's good. Create requested dictionary. Um, that's good. We create that down here. Now it says for each var in uh, this. This is where it seems to have failed. Twitch subscriptions should be Twitch subscription data. Um, let me double check my object model. I've got lowercase data, and then on Twitch subscription data, I have lowercase data there, uppercase data. So that should be correct. This should be of Twitch subscription. And if I go to Twitch subscription, it should have Twitch name and Twitter name. And if I look at my JSON object, I have data lowercase and then an array of Twitch name, Twitter name. And let me just double check this file. The only errors that it sees are spell check issues, so that's fine. So that means that something's a little off here. We're getting object reference not set. So again, after it adds these to that thing, we're working on the next one to create request dictionary. And then we get object reference not set to an instance of an object. So that's where we're at on that. So at least it's a new error. We're past the whole client secret not supplied thing. That's good. I'm happy with that. I'm happy to work on a new error now. So there should be an iList of Twitch subscription, which is good. That's what we want. We're setting this. This doesn't give us any problems when we do this. We find missing when we create the current subscription dictionary. That doesn't give us any issues, but what does seem to be giving us an issue is something in here. It doesn't get to find missing subscription ad. So it doesn't get to that at all. So it's something in this piece here where it goes nuts. So var subscription in for each var subscription in Twitch subscriptions, which we define up there. I mean, if that's failing, then there's nothing I can really do about that, right? Like, you should know that this is an I might need to like pimp this out somehow. Because this is like, if I look at this, it's an iList of a Twitch subscription, which is perfect. And I should be able to for each into it. And this should be a Twitch subscription, which is perfect. So it's something in here that it's failing on. But it doesn't ever like execute an add Twitch name. So really like we know that it's failing here. Like something here is failing. And if it's this, then I don't really know how to fix that one because we're coming in and that works fine on other things. I'm going to add something here to this to just first make sure that this is, yeah. Do log dot. So the good news is that it gets the current subscriptions fine. That looks right. Like it seems to have gotten all of the current ones, and some of my concerns about that weird uh, subscription object craziness are not an issue, so that's good. I'm happy with that. So I'm going to try logging some information here of the count in Twitch subscriptions. Just add something in here. Let's try that. Just gonna see if we can fail fast. Maybe it's something really weird with this piece. So let's deploy it. The good news is that this hasn't affected the other pieces of the code that we're actually doing the notifications, because the notification for the stream starting went out, so that's good. Go to the stream logs here, and then it's going to take some time. I started. I'm waiting for the notification of that. Yep. So we just run this bad boy again. Fails. That's fine. We need to find out why. So this fails a lot faster. So yeah, it has something to do with what we're doing here. This right here, we don't get to it. Like it doesn't get to that. Like we start this, and the moment we start doing something with this, it fails. Even though we're setting this from data, I might have to do some kind of like voodoo magic on it. But I just want to go to the definition on this. This one rather. Go to definition. Twitch subscription data. Twitch subscription. It's an iList of that. Go to definition. Twitch name. Twitter name. I might need to do these in lowercase. We'll just deal with it. here. We also might not be able to reassign that ILIS out, which would be really weird. I don't know why that would be a thing, but lower casing, place all, C, Control H, Control V. Place all, Control S. Just because I know that lowercase works. Let me double check my model on that though. Public string, string. So I should be fine. We'll try this. I don't think this is actually going to work, but I'm going to give it a try anyways. Make sure I have all those files saved. I do. Had to step away for a second there, but we've got this back up, so we're going to try running it now. 500 shock, absolute shocker. Still the same thing, object not set. So for some reason this is very failed. Probably need to check the body payload of this, so I'm going to do a write host on the body. Actually, you know what, I'm just going to output it, it's fine. The body doesn't have anything sensitive in it, so it shouldn't be anything to worry about. What are you complaining about? Alright, so run this again. I'm just going to make sure that we're sending the right kind of body. Body looks right. Data. Yeah. Twitter name. But output is failing on that, like, right away. So something's wrong with that data binding. I don't know what it is though. Like, I know that this kind of format works fine for other things that come into it. I know on the other one I had to actually take in the request, and I'm just going to say let's bite the bullet and do that and not fight it. Um, so we do replace this with HTTP request rec, as is the standard. Down in here, we have to do var request body equals rec dot content. Where's the rest of it? There should be more there. HTTP request message, right? What did it have in there before? I have to look at the other webhook injection. HTTP request. That's right. How did I actually translate it? Oh, just read a. Okay, they make it much easier than it was expected. Read string async. Await this. And then we need to do var the lowercase t to indicate that we're creating it in here, and change this to t. Should be a JSON convert dot deserialize object into a Twitch subscription data object, request body, and then Twitch subscription should be that. So let's try this. I'm not fond of it, but we're going to give it a go. Stream logs. Okay. So it started. We should be ready to run this and watch it fail. It did. But did it fail for the same reasons? It did, like instantly. I can't serialize my own object. I don't know why. Let me switch over to PowerShell core on this. Not this one. Oh, that works too. Change over to PowerShell core. Just because I want to double check some things. Um, body equal get content dash raw path is the config file as a relative path. So we do that in there. Now I want to do some JSON convert. Deserialize objects into whatever. We'll see if this works at all. I don't think it works without the type. Is there an overload to include the type? Oh, I can't even see the overloads on this. String value, parameters, type, string value settings. So there's string value type. Okay, so I can do that into a type. So I need to add the type definition in here. Which I'll do by grabbing it from the here. What are you doing? Namespace. That's good. I don't know if this is actually needed. We'll try. I don't even think I need that. Type definition, language. Language is C# and if I just do this, does it work? Let's see. It's been a while. I don't do these a whole lot. Yeah, so I need to reference that assembly. I can get that from here. Try this again. Is it not caring about that? Oh, Twitch user. Did I grab the wrong one? I did. Yeah. Twitch subscription data. There you go. I need to add the other one first though, but we'll get there. Twitch subscription data, and then I need to basically copy this and do it again for the other one, which is Twitch subscription. All right, so should be able to add this one, add the other one. Why are you complaining, dog? Let's see what we got here. Type attribute is defined in assembly. If it is not referenced, you must add. Oh, come on. Does this work? I thought we got over this. Apparently not. I can never remember how to add these in. I mean, I talk about the reference assembly. Let me try just Newtonsoft JSON. If I talk about that, is that gonna work? No. That's what I had before. I don't know whether I would change anything again, but we'll try it again, just for grins. Yeah, no. The type attribute is defined in assembly that is not reference. I have to reference. Like this one, system attribute dot assembly. Let's try. I don't know why. That'd be really painful. That's the wrong one. I needed to add it up here. What do we have here? Attribute is defined in an assembly that is not referenced. You must add reference to assembly net standard blah blah blah. Okay, well I probably can't do this then. Damn it. All right. I was going to try to see if I could serialize this back into the right object. I could probably create a small app to do it in C#, but I don't want to go that far. It takes too much time. But yeah, it's failing for the same exact reasons up here. It saying that type is not good. So let me look. At this. It's models. I need this. log the just to be sure that I'm getting what I think that I should be getting. I'm going to try reserializing this object in a log. To JSON convert dot serialize object Twitch subscription data, just to see if something's lost after that. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this. Hopefully I'll get some interesting results. Wait for the confirmation that it's got the lock or whatever that is. I need to do some other things here because I'm in. That, and then in the registration one, I need to do the entire shebang here. We see the output. So we get the request body. That's good. That looks like it should. And then data null. So it's failing to serialize this properly, which explains much, but I don't understand why. So let me dig into my model. So the subscription model takes an iList of Twitch subscription, and Twitch subscription is very simply Twitch name and Twitter name. Is this ambiguous? Is there more than one somehow? Like, no, it's the right one. If I look at the other, like the Twitch user data model works fine. It gets an iList of Twitch user, and the Twitch user is a property bag. It's not much different than anything I'm doing here. Do I have everything public? It's a public class with public properties, and same with data. It's a public class with public properties. And there's also like get set on it, so it's not. That's so weird. It just refuses to serialize that data properly. I'm going to see if I can change this up. I don't like this data thing anyways. It should be really good, but everything looks right on this. I mean, that's what it should look like. That's how you make an array of objects. So I'm going to screw around with this a little bit. I'm going to change the data model back to what it was before and just do an array of objects. So that should be fine. And then in the function here, now that I'm doing the manual translation on this, instead of doing a Twitch data object, I'm going to serialize it as a let's try an array of this. That should work, I think. Don't need to. Let's see, Control C. Var. Twitch subscriptions. I wonder if I can do an iList here. I don't know if it'll actually support this, but we'll give it a shot. Try serializing this back just to echo it, and we no longer need this. And Twitch subscriptions cannot. What? Should be data. No, not data. Twitch subscription, there we go. Alright. Okay. That should be better. Well, I don't know. This is janky, and we'll try it. Because why not? All right. So just to make sure that this is now just an array of objects without that data wrapper around it. Go here and run this, and I get a 500 error. Is it correct? Okay, so it's seems to have worked right. So I got that in right. It reserialized it back to what looks right. It has a count of 12, which I think is correct. Current subscriptions, it begins, it does this, create current subscription directory, dictionary, that's good, adds them to that, create requested subscription dictionary, then adds that, find missing subscriptions to add, find extra subscriptions to remove, Twitch end. So it says that it failed though, but why? There were no errors. Did it fail because it didn't actually add anything to the queues? Is that an error? Wait, executed. A member with the name add subscription already exists on. What? I must have something janky in my response thing. I probably didn't add subscription. Oh yes, there it is. Remove subscription. All right. Let's try this again. Getting closer. Oh, so close. Though I'm still not entirely sure why that serialization doesn't work properly. But I'm just going to mark it up to weirdness. It's like I can manually serialize it to an iList of Twitch subscription, but having it set inside there doesn't seem to work for whatever reason. Anyways, I can get rid of that data model. It'll be a little bit simpler anyways. It's the data model I originally wanted to use, so that's a plus. Stream logs. Go back here. Host lock is ready, so we can fire this off. And I get a payload, which is fantastic. And it looks like it's worked back. So I can change this from invoke web request to invoke REST method. And rerun this. And yes, I get back something. So let me actually save that back. Result. And this is idempotent, at least it should be. So I should be able to oh, what are you doing? That's not what I wanted. Control Z. Result. This is what I wanted. Result. Dot. It returned an array. That's weird. Result 0. What? Oh, let's see. Requested. Why is that not? What the heck? This is definitely not returning what I expected it to. A system object. So oh, oh, that's right. Because I had this in there. Haha. All right. Dash. Add subscriptions should be empty. Let me fix this up here. Rerun this again. Perfect. Remove verbose. We don't need you to tell us that you've got some contents. Result dot remove. Result dot requested, and then result dot current. So, well, that did not do things in the order that I wanted to. Added, removed, requested, blah, 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 and current. Current should be right. What's going on with this? Oh, it's a little different. That's right. That's good though. So it's working as intended. So what I need to do is try adding and removing somebody and seeing if that works. So that is as simple as going into this config JSON. If I can stop being retarded. So we're going to remove myself and add myself back in. Save this file, come in here and run this. Yeah, so removed Twitch name, Marky Kraus, requested, core Bob, blah, 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 and then the current is it did not include the subscription. So let's just do it like this, and it'll look right. Yeah, current, right. So that showed that. Let's see, the output log showed that it did anything. Unsubscribe and bad request, so that failed. I'm going to guess that I don't have the right case sensitivity on something. Add queue should be remove queue. I need to fix this in there. Twitch subscription, not models, functions. find missing, find extra. So this should be remove Q, Twitch name, blah, blah, blah. So find missing, find extra, add Q. That ended. Execution. Executed. Twitch subscription registration succeeded. That's good. Subscription, Twitch stream, webhook end, unsubscribe Twitch ones. So that kind of went out of order there, which is fine because it's asynchronous, right? Like, user ID, response body, Alex, Twitch subscription remove begin, Twitter name, blah blah blah, unsubscribe, webhook begin. Oh, quit going down to the bottom. So we got the ID back. User ID looks right. Callback URI looks right. Hub topic looks right. Subscription action Twitch webhook request failed though. Wonder why it failed. Ah, stop. You're killing me, Smalls. Don't go to the bottom. I'm trying to read through this log and you're like, oh, let me just show you some useless information at the bottom of the screen. It's weird. It gets to hub topic and then subscription action Twitch stream failed. So I need to look at that inside the utility. Didn't expect this to go completely smoothly through all of it, right? Like, so we get to the hub topic and everything's fine. Callback URI. So it fails shortly after the hub topic, and I'm gonna guess that this is what's causing it to fail. New Twitch Hub subscription. I don't have logs here, so we go up here. Bad request. Subscription. Plug stream. Yeah, so it goes from hub topic and then the thing fails. So it could be anything in this area of stuff. Keeps going back to the bottom there, but we don't get a thing for that, so that's really weird. I'll have to look at the logs of that function specifically. There should be enough time since it was done to actually have something in the logs here, hopefully. Oh, and of course this is calling it a success, which is hilarious. Yeah, this is where it fails, and then it comes back and it does this. So something's not right. I need to add some more verbose logging in there to find out what's wrong, though. Find out when this is done. So let me. I'll have to do this offline again because I'm gonna have to dump some secrets to the screen to make sure the body's correct, and I don't want to do that. So that's going to be it, and that's probably going to be the last stream for the night. I don't think that I'm going to come back on for the rest of this. We might join back on tomorrow and show the changes that I made, but that's it. Thanks for watching.